Alright, we're going to do our practice weaving with the fish. We're going to make a fish. I do have eyeballs for everyone if they want to put eyeballs on their fish at the end. If you don't, you can, or you can put them on a Sharpie. I kind of like them without, but they're kind of cute with the fish, with the eyeballs too. So that's fine. You're going to need 6 strips, 3 light blue, 3 dark blue, and you're going to need glue stick, and you're going to need scissors. So remember, with weaving, we're going to be going over and under, over and under, over and under, and then the next row would go the opposite. If this is over, under, over, this would be under, over, under. So that's the gist of our weaving. So we're going to do this, but the fish has 2 sides, so we're going to have to do this for both sides of the fish. So we'll get it. You'll be all right. It'll look cute. So I'm going to take my 3 blue ones, stack them all together. You can do them all each individually separately. I kind of do both. So you put your 2 together. Make sure that they line up side to side this way, because if you don't, then it might make it harder to weave and get it straightened out. So do your best to fold them as straight as you can. It doesn't matter too much if they're overlapped. One is longer than the other or something. That's not going to hurt it. But if they're side to side crooked, then it might make things difficult for you. Alright, so we've got mine all folded. Now I'm going to take them all apart. Make sure that they're straight. Yeah, we don't want them to fold so that they're like this. That's going to make it really hard to weave and get the fish, the final fish. So you want to make sure that these are perfectly lined up parallel to each other when you're folding them. Okay, so those are all done. Get them folded. Oops, there's 2 in there. So we've got, oops, this one sees a little, oh no, it's not that crooked. Alright, so make sure that they're straight. It might be that I just trimmed them a little fat on one side and on the other. There we go. So we got these 3. 6 total. Alright, let's take the light blue one and one dark blue one. So we're going to alternate. We're going to go every other just to keep it going and keep it in track. So all we're going to do is open them up, and the dark blue is going over and the light blue is going under on this side. But if we flipped it over, it would be the opposite. Alright, so right now let's start with the dark blue on the top. So on your thumb, so pinch it like this so we keep it together. Try and follow your hands the same way as mine. It makes it much easier. Alright, so now if this one's on top of the blue and we're doing dark blue, we're going to have to go under. So we got to go under, but because we have to have it the other way on the other side. Oopsie, there we go. You have to have the light blue on the other side. So we have to open it up, and we're going to hang it kind of off of this one. So we split it apart. I got to make sure I've got it in front of the camera. So now it's under the light blue, but on the back side, okay, if you flip it over, it's over the light blue. So let's stay on this side though for now. Alright, now if we're going to switch over to the light blue, because I prefer to go every other, it's much easier to understand what's going on. So I'm going to spin it around so that I can get the light blue. It's going to need to go on top of this one, and the light blue is going to need to go underneath the next one. So we got to go inside. So we got to go inside so it's opposite the other side. So inside this one, and it's over the top, but we need it to go under this one. So let's go this way. I get it. Alright, now, if we've got it this way, right, my dark blue's in the corner. Don't worry about it. It's not too tight because we'll tighten it up at the end. But when we flip it over, alright, it actually looks like it's okay. But it works better if you go ahead and put that on the inside of this one. So let's go ahead and open that and put it on the inside of these guys. It just holds the thing together really nicely. Okay, so there we go. So both sides are even, and you split the difference on both sides. Alright, so we just had light blue, so we're going to do dark blue again. So let's put the dark blue up at the top. Now we've got to do dark blue up on the top, so let's split it. And then we got to do, but where you can see it. All right, but now we're going to have the light blue on top. So then it goes like that. And if we flipped it over, do we have, oh, I have it right, because no, I don't. I want to make sure one of those is in there. Boop, boop, boop-de-doo. Just because it holds it better. Uh-oh. Yeah, you know what you're doing, Ms. Johnson. This one. That's right. That's right. I just like to have it split. There. So, there we go. Just make sure one side and the other side match up. Okay, so there we go. That matches up, that's weaving, this is weaving. Alright, so then we got last one, light blue. Gonna go underneath it to start. And then over. And then under for the last one. I think I have to do it this way. Nope, look at that. I got that wrong, so something has to switch up. Alright, let's see if I got the other side right. Nope, look at that. So we have to fix that. So this has to be on top right here. There we go. So now we got both sides right. Okay, now let's tighten them up. So you just kind of wedge it all to one side and wedge it all to the other side. Alright, that's pretty tight. Now we're going to take the glue stick, and this would be the nose of the fish. So you notice this would be the nose. So the nose of the fish we're not gluing down. We're going to glue the two tail pieces down. So on this side it's the dark blue. You might have it flipped over the other way. It'd be the light blue. So we put a glue there. Ugh, Mrs. Johnson, you just ripped it out. Get it tight before you glue it. I don't like it messy. Make sure it's tight before you glue it down. There we go. A little bit better. There we go. Now press. Okay, that's done on that side. Now we gotta get the flap on this side. Uh-oh. Yes, I did it right. Okay, scared me. Alright, those two are done. So now we're going to cut some pieces, but we can glue along as we go. So the two top fins, these guys, the bottom fin, top fin, bottom fin, you just cut corner to corner. I cut them long to start, and then I can trim them down. So I'm going to go outside corner to the inside corner. Outside corner to the inside corner. Doesn't have to be straight, as best you can. Okay, there's that. And then I flip it over, and I do the outside corner to the inside corner again. And I'm getting both of them at the same time, guys. See how it's kind of crooked on me? Let's make sure it's straight. Get that right? Okay. There we go. Alright, so I got the pins. They're kind of long, but that's okay. Now this one, we're going to go from the inside corner to the outside corner. And same as I did before, I went, oh, let's do something else first. Let's get rid of these two things. Okay, the belly and the top and its back. So let's cut those off. So it's easier to come in on the side that you have. It's easier to go underneath it. And then you just cut along the light blue on that side. And then you go over this side, flip it over, and now you're going to go up along the edge of the dark blue on this side. So we don't cut anything off. We don't need those, so that's the belly. You can glue those down really quick. Flip it over and do the other one. Alright, now the tails, corner inside corner to the outside corner this time. Inside. Like what I mean by inside is it's the inside of the fish to the outside of the fish corner, and the same thing. Flip it over. It's much easier. Don't just make things awkward. Make sure that's straight. And if you just look at the other corner, usually you cut in a straight line. Okay, so that's that. So look, he's got a long tail and long, but you can trim it down, make it shorter. You could actually even round them out if you wanted. If you don't like them straight, you can just make them curved. Make sure you flip it over this way because it makes it a lot easier. You can make it a little bit curved. Okay, so those are a little more curved. And I like these a little shorter. You can make these shorter. And you can make those curved too. Make sure you flip it over. Don't make it awkward for yourself. And let's hold that together. Alright, so then I got my fish. Now let's finish gluing them all together. I think we can, any kind of flaps you got going, let's get those glued down. And this whole tail end opens. Let's get that closed. And get this one closed. And then you can go ahead and put some eyeballs on him if you want, or you can leave them on. And if you did it fast enough and there's time left in class, you can get colored strips and make another fish if you want. All right? Or if you don't have time to make another fish, but you'd like to make another fish, you can take 6 strips with you when you leave. Okay? You're really listening? You're taking this home with you today. All right? If you need to, you got the video in Google Classroom. So go make your fish. Have fun.